Hey y'all, welcome to the Looking Glass Tarot. I want to do this reading on Nicola Bully. Her body was found, but we're going to do a video on maybe what had happened that day. She's 45 years old. She disappeared while walking her dog in St. Michael's Wire on January 27th, 2023. Later, the dog was found wandering the route near a bench, and also her cell phone and the dog were found around the same bench. She was found February 19th in the river about a mile downstream of the bench. And she is the mother of 2 daughters. So let's see. Okay. I had already shuffled my cards, but I'll just do it one more time. Nicola Bully. What happened the day Nicola Bully went? The Emperor. So the Emperor is a father figure. It could be a someone in the legal field. The Emperor is a very wise person. They're also, and it could be an authority figure. So it could be, someone in the police field, someone in the law field, just they're normally an authoritative figure. They could be work for the city council or something, but it's somewhere along the lines of authority, and it could be a father figure also. Too many cards, one at a time, please. Why is the Emperor here? What does the Emperor mean in this reading? So this is the 10 of Pentacles. So this is family. So I would say the Emperor is someone that was close to her family or someone that was in her family. This is abundance, happiness, wealth, having everything you need, home, material things, just having everything you need. So with it coming up with the Emperor, I'm going to say it's someone that was close to her or in her family. Happened the day she disappeared. The 7 of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth, money, wealth, material things, and there's quite a bit so far in here. 2 cards already with Pentacles in it. But the 7 of Pentacles is planning. I'm planning something. I'm harvesting it. I'm watching it grow before I harvest it. I'm nurturing it. So I feel like this was something that she did. She nurtured. I feel like she was really good nurturing mother. Like she did a lot of her plans around her kids and her family, and she put them first in a lot of things. I feel like she planned a lot of things for them. Turn these cards over there. That's a 7 of Pentacles here. Okay. So here again we have Pentacles again. So this is the 8. This is planning something in detail. Working on it, writing it out, planning it, getting all your information together. So I feel like she was planning something. She had something she had been working on, and it had to do with her family. 8 of Pentacles is put attention to details. So whatever she was doing, she had put very much attention into the detail of planning it. She had worked a while on it. It wasn't something that spurred the moment. So I feel like she had been planning something for a little bit. The 8 of Cups is leaving something behind, but it's an emotional thing that you're leaving behind. So you see how she's turning her back away from the Cups. Cups are emotion, emotional connection. So I feel like whatever decision she was making for her family, she was leaving something behind that was going to affect her, but she wasn't leaving her family behind. She was leaving something behind, and her family would be with her. But what she was leaving behind was going to emotionally affect her, because she had an emotional connection to whatever or whoever she was leaving behind. So I feel like she had been making plans to leave and turn her life into a new direction. But of course, her children would be with her. They were part of her plan. She was not leaving them by any means. So the Hermit. So the Hermit is taking time for yourself, reflecting, taking time for yourself. Looking at things, looking at the big picture, making sure you see everything. So I feel like it kind of makes sense to me, because she was making these plans, she was leaving something behind, but she had done a lot of reflecting. This is what's going to happen, this is what I need to do, and it had opened her eyes to a lot of things. So I think she had taken, like I said, I think she didn't just jump into this. I think she had been planning it. She had been thinking about it. What happened the day Nicola disappeared? What happened on her walk? What happened on her walk? So the Sun. So the Sun is here. New beginnings, new start, accomplishment, achievement, happiness. So I do feel like, and I feel like she was seeing things differently. She had was opening her eyes to a lot of different things and seeing things differently. And I think she thought she was ready to make this plan happen. I think she was ready to implement her plan. Why did you disappear? Oh, I got all those cards. What happened on Nicola's walk? What happened on Nicola's walk? What happened? Does she meet someone? So the Ace of Cups is new starts, new beginnings, emotional. Yes, this is where the direction you should be going. Your cup's running over. You got everything you need. Emotionally, you're excited about it. I just kind of feel like it was going to be uphill a little bit for her. I feel like she had she was going to have some struggles ahead, but I feel like she was really excited, and she felt like this was what she needed to do. And you see the 3 rings here. I kind of feel like it was her and her 2 kids that were involved in this. So the Moon is things hidden. It can also be things revealed at a later time. For me, the Moon here is about cycles. And with cycles, it's a short cycle, so it's like weeks and days, and not months and years. So it's a shorter cycle than your wheel would be. The wheel would be months, like 3 or 4 months at a time. But the wheel is shorter. So I feel like this is something that she was going to make happen pretty quickly. I do feel like, as with the Ace, I have already said, I do feel like she was going to have some struggles along the way, just things, unforeseen things coming up, because like with the Moon, you can't see everything that's in front of you. You have to prepare yourself for things that you're not going to see, and it's going to be, it may be an uphill battle a little bit here and there, because you don't see everything. Some things are hidden. So I do feel like this was going to happen pretty quickly, but I do feel like it was going to be a little struggle for her. But not like for long periods of a time. The struggle wasn't going to be. Just, but there were going to be some. So the 7 of Cups is about choices, decisions, choices. She needed to be careful that the choices that she made were not better than they seemed. She did have a few choices that she could choose from. She did have a few decisions to make. It wasn't like she only had limited resources and things that she could do. She did have several things that would have helped her along the way. She just needed to be careful when she did that, because of some of those decisions and choices looked better than they were. They were false. They were illusions and not really good choices. What happened to Nicola on her walk? What happened to Nicola on her walk? So the Seven of Swords is about deceit, deception, taking what you have and going with it. I feel like she had went on a walk that day. It was kind of a normal thing she did, but I do think she was meeting someone under a false illusion. I feel like they got her there under false pretenses. Did you know the person that you met on your walk? So the Princess of Wands is about heading out in a different direction, determination, creativity, strong. The Princess is a younger person that's inexperienced in that area, but you see how she's got the ram's head in her hand, and she's got the wand in the other. So her hands are kind of full. So she's headed out with everything she needs, and her hands kind of full. But I feel like she had her hands full, but she felt like she could handle the situation that was coming. I don't feel like she was scared, and I feel like she kind of came in it like with courage, and she was kind of determined, a lot of determination. You see, she's walking through fire to get to where she's going, so I feel like that's probably what she would have done for her family. Did you know the person you met along the way? Did you know the person you met along the way? So the Three of Cups is celebration. Celebration could be a birthday party. It could be a wedding. It could be a celebration of a sale of a house. It could be a celebration of an accomplishment in your job. I do feel like she did I don't know if she had a big achievement in her career right before this or during this walk. I feel like she had accomplished something. I feel like she was celebrating something, but I feel like it had to do with her job. So I kind of feel like it was helping her in her new decision and new direction she was going. And with cups, it's emotion, so I think she was really emotionally happy about it. Did you know the person you met on your walk? Did you know the person you met on your walk? What happened? What happened on the walk? Did you know the person? Who did you meet that day? Okay. So the Ten of Cups is success, family, home, happiness. So I do feel like she did know the person that she met that day. Did you know the person? What happened? What happened to you the day you met the person? The Nine of Swords is depression, not sleeping, anxiety, not resting, feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. How did you end up in the water? The Five of Pentacles is about material struggle, like, you know, it could be money troubles, it could be not having enough at home, it could be you know, from the outside looking in, you know, you feel like you're always having to move and go because you don't have enough of everything. How did you end up in the water? How did Nicola end up in the water? Oop, too many cards. One at a time, please. One at a time. How did Nicola end up in the water? How did Nicola end up in the water? Yeah, she was always trying to balance it out. As Temperance is balance, trying to find a middle ground. And I feel like she was always trying to balance it out. But I do feel like she achieved something right before all of this happened. Who is responsible? Who is responsible for you ending up in the water? Who is responsible for you ending up? Oh, too many cards, one at a time. Too many cards, one at a time, please. Who is responsible for you ending up in the water? Who is responsible for you ending up in the water? Who is responsible for you ending up in the water? So the Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. See how she's on higher ground, and I did get it up there. So I feel like she was all the time standing her ground, always trying to defend herself for whatever reason against whoever. I kind of feel like she was always on the defense with this person. The Ace of Swords is new starts and new beginnings, but it's finding out the truth. It's like it's like a truth seeker. It's like, I've got the sword of truth and I'm going to go find the answers. And that's how they enter the new situation, going in with the truth and not half-truths. So it is like the sword of justice. So I feel like she had been trying to search out the truth and find out the things that she needed to do, you know, along the way. Before we go, who is responsible for Nicola's? Who is responsible for Nicola ending up in the water? Who is responsible for Nicola ending up in the water? So the Three of Swords upright is a broken heart, depression, anxiety, deception. I did get it in reverse, so I kind of feel like she was not that anymore. I feel like that had happened enough that she was kind of over it. So I feel like she was over what had happened, and she was she was moving on. I feel like, you know, that had happened and she was moving on. So the King of Swords is also truth. He likes the truth. He doesn't want a lot of I guess weeds or salad or whatever you want to go. He wants just the facts. He goes by the facts. He goes forward with the facts. He doesn't like to be deceived, and he doesn't like a lot of stuff to mess with the facts. So I feel like there's somebody that's trying to seek the truth for her, trying to find the answers. I do feel like it's somebody her age, a little bit older, and I feel like they're gonna just keep trying until they find out what happened to her. What are they looking for in the water? What were they looking for in the water? So judgment is being judged. Worried, you're being judged and you're judging other people. Sometimes it's, the judgment will come back to you. How people see you is how they act towards you. So that can be, you could be worried about what people think about you, but you could also see other people for what they are. What were the police looking for? What were the police looking for? Ace of Pentacles. And I do feel like some of it was money, but this is new starts, new beginnings. The Ace of Pentacles is learning, getting a new job, being an apprentice, taking on a new project. So I kind of feel like she was headed in that direction. I feel like she had new ideas, new plans. A new start was coming up. She had some projects coming up, some new plans that she was involved in. And I think they just didn't make somebody happy. They just didn't make someone happy. One last card. One last card. Strength. So she knew she had to be strong. So it's about strength. Strong, courageous, standing up for what you believe. I feel like they were looking for some type of pipe. I don't know, pipe, piece of iron, metal, pole, something of that sort. I don't know if that's what they were looking for. I just feel like it had something to do with a long pipe, probably like 4 to 6 feet long. But I feel like that's what the police were looking for. It may not be. This is just a feeling I get. But I do feel like she knew the person she met, and I feel like she was headed in a different direction, and she was really happy and excited about it. Maybe it had to do with her job. But I feel like there was someone that wasn't happy about that. So I think there's more to the story, and I think more will be revealed about what happened to her, but I don't think that she drowned. So I don't think that she drowned. It would be my thing. I think something happened to her. So, okay, thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day.